Hello everybody, Mr. Mack here, back with Restart. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We are getting, when we left chapter 23, when we left with Chase, Chase was back on the field, of course, with the I don't want to say phony doctor, but with the doctor who Chase's father paid a lot of money to have him sign his form so that Chase could play again, you know. School rules say, you know, there's still 3 weeks, 1 week with no activity whatsoever. So Chase is on the football field with, you know, the players and Aaron, of course. Not even talking or looking at Bear and Aaron. Chase doesn't want anything to do with them. But anyway, come to the end of the chapter. Aaron and Bear confront Chase. And Chase learns that his suspicions were right. Chase even brings up, you guys stole Mr. Slovin's medal. I know it. I've known it. Well, Aaron and Bear knew a little something too. Something that we had kind of hoped against it, but we thought that the three of them had stolen the medal, but it was actually just Chase. Chase himself, before the accident. Chase, the leader of the schmucks. Chase, the alpha rat, is the one who stole Mr. Slovin's medal, thinking he would hawk it, get some money for it, split it 3 ways between he, Bear, and Aaron. Chase was devastated by this, learning about it. And Aaron and Bear, being the schmucks they are, the dopes, they still think that this whole amnesia thing is fake, that Chase is making it up, until Aaron's really the one who realizes that Bear doesn't have the brains to realize anything. Bear's like a junkyard dog. He's just all instinct. But Aaron finally said, you really do have amnesia, because Chase had no recollection of not only taking the medal, but where it is. Because like they said, you have it. You took it. You put it in your pocket and left the building. You have it. Chase has no idea where it could possibly be. My prediction was he was going to go home and either tear his room up to try to find it. I also predicted that I think he's going to tell Mr. Slovin. I think Chase is that kind of a guy. He's already lied so as to not get in trouble with Aaron and Bear. I don't think there's going to be any more of that. And I think he's going to need people to come to his rescue instead of Chase being the one to come. And I think that's, you know, Brendan feels that when he ran into the band room that day with all the foam and Bear and Aaron being such jerks, Brendan is now of the mind that perhaps, you know, Brendan is cool. Brendan is there still supporting Chase, even though he was worried maybe Chase was protecting Joel. It was an accident. He got hit in the face. So now I think he's going to need his real friends to help him, but we'll see. We are now in good old Brendan. Brendan's probably my favorite character in this book. And I say that because Brendan reminds me a lot of me. And I don't mean that to sound arrogant, because Brendan's a pretty cool guy. But he reminds me a lot of me. So I can identify with Brendan. Chapter 24. Kimberly's gone. I don't mean she's dead or anything drastic like that. She hasn't even moved away. She's just gone out of my life. That time in the music room when she cared enough to help me out of the tuba when I was too slick with fire extinguisher foam to get any traction, I really believed that I was starting to make some progress with her, you know, because she did come back to help him. You know, we even thought that too. She came back. But it turns out that was wishful thinking. In the end, she was just hanging around to be close to Chase. Now that he's kicked out, she stopped coming to meetings. From an artistic standpoint, that's probably a good thing. So, yeah, she's kind of, in my mind, back to being a schmuck again. She was only there for Chase, and now that Chase isn't there, she's gone. Well, at least she had the wherewithal to come back and help Brendan. Anyway, now she's back supporting the football team, since Chase is on it again. She even watches practice, sitting in the stands, her homework binder propped open on her lap. It makes me sad because she's the same thing, because that's the same thing she did at video club. These days, the closest I ever get to her is when we happen to pass in the hall and she looks like she's trying to remember where she knows me from. Yeah, this girl's a bit of a schmuck, too. You'd think that, you'd think all that would make me really jealous of Chase. You think it really would. And it does, sort of. But the truth is, I probably miss Chase even more than I miss Kimberly. Video club is useless without him. We might as well change the club name of the club because the creativity level in the room is basically zero. The others notice it too. It's pretty obvious when Mr. Leo asks, who's got footage to screen, and nobody has squat. Even though our club is grinding to a halt, I have no sympathy for those guys. I can't get any of them even to consider the possibility that Chase might be innocent. Or maybe they're right and I'm the moron. Chase didn't hesitate to lie about what happened in the music room, and you know, he did do that. Chase is a good guy. He's become a good guy. This accident caused him to be a good guy, but he did lie. Now, can that be fixed? Absolutely, but right now it's still raw. He did lie in the music room and blame everything on our electrical cables, which of course, you know, never happened. Whatever he did or didn't do to Joel and one-man band, he was just as bad as his Neanderthal pals in that way. But he was our friend, and I refuse to believe he was faking that. He was a good club member, maybe the best. He worked shoulder to shoulder with Shoshana on Warrior, which is the greatest thing we've ever produced. She would have at least taken the time to listen to his side of the story. She would have at least taken the time to listen to his side of the story. Sorry, I thought I read that wrong. If there is such a thing, if there is a side to his story. Anyway, she didn't. She didn't take the time, and neither did Hugo or Mauricia or Barton, or even me for that matter. We were fine to benefit from his talent when he was with us, but we really believed that he wasn't the Chase Ambrose we used to know. And the first time something went wrong, we dropped him like a hot potato. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, friends don't do that. When something goes wrong, friends, they rally up behind you. They stick with you, no matter what. The whole thing depresses me to the point where I almost want to quit Video Club. But I'm the president, and if I leave it, it'll fall apart for sure. Nope, it's up to me to jumpstart my fellow vidiots, even though they don't deserve it. I'm going to make a video, any video, just to get our creative juices flowing again. Unfortunately, I have zero ideas. That's how blocked this Chase business has made everybody. So I take a walk up and down the street just for a change of scenery, and I see it. There's a big fat slug that's been climbing the stucco side of our house for the past day and a half. He's not making a heck of a lot of progress. He's only a third of the way up after all that time, which means he's averaging, by my calculations, like 15 feet per week. But you have to admire the little guy's spirit. He's absolutely determined to get where he's going, which is the roof, I guess. I don't know what's up there for him. That's his problem, though, not mine. I decide to film his journey inch by inch up the side, defying gravity. I'll call it Slugfest, or maybe something lofty and inspirational like The Ascent. Then in editing, I can add some commentary like he's pushing for the summit of Everest, or maybe play-by-play from the Indy 500. That could be kind of funny. Sportscasters raving about speed and acceleration and afterburners while he's millimetering along. Okay, it's no Leaf Man, but hopefully it'll get the video club going again. I take the flip cam out of my backpack. I always bring one home in case inspiration strikes, and mount it on my tripod. Now, I have a feeling here. You know, in stories, things happen, and they spark an idea. They spark a prediction. He always brings home one of the video cameras. We just learned that. He took it out, and he put it on the tripod. He's getting ready to turn it on. I wonder if there could be anything interesting on that webcam. That way I can shoot for hours and hours of video without having to cool my heels watching nothing happening. Outside, I arranged the whole setup on our side walkway with the camera pointing up so that Sluggo is dead center of my frame. It's not as if he's going to zoom out of the picture anytime soon, not unless someone straps a tiny booster rocket to his butt or whatever slugs have back there. I press the record button and nothing happens. No pulsing green light to indicate filming. Weird. We recharge the camera batteries every day. I try again, still nothing. And that's when I notice the message flashing on the viewfinder. Memory is full, meaning that it's taken all kinds of video. Evidently, it was set to record and it was never turned off. And it just kept recording. Is this bringing back some ideas? It is for me. It's making me excited. That's impossible. Club rules say you have to download your footage onto a computer or a memory stick so we can wipe the camera for the next user. Mr. Leo is a real tyrant about that. How did this one get missed? And if the memory's full, what's on it? I think we know. I press the play button. The first thing I hear out of the flip cam's tiny speaker is a high-octane, full orchestra rendition of For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Right there it is. This is the video of One Man Band. This is the video of the whole, almost the whole rendition of One Man Band, you know. It's also probably the whole thing taped of Aaron and Bear bursting in and all the things they said and all the things they did and everything that happened. This is what I've been hoping for. Then I see myself in a dark suit and a bow tie on a band risers in front of a green screen. I'm in a chair with a clarinet in my hands, pretending to play along with the fast-paced music, and as I watch, transfixed clarinet Brendan disappears to be replaced in a jump cut by another version of myself sitting in the same chair a few feet away. This time I've got a violin, and I'm fiddling like a mad, furious time. I'm fiddling really fast with the song. That goes on for a little while, and then just as suddenly, I'm seated at a drum set on a high riser, my arms just a blur. Boom, 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 boom. It hits me. This is One Man Band. I must have started the camera, and in all that excitement, I never switched it off. Come to think of it, I never turned in the camera that afternoon. Kimberly did it for me while I was in the bathroom trying to clean up my suit, which was hemorrhaging shoe polish all over the school. And Kimberly, being Kimberly, she didn't know the rule about wiping the memory. She just put the camera back on the shelf. Amazing, I thought. One Man Band was gone forever. I thought it was, but it isn't. And here it is on this flip cam, ready to be cut into my greatest video ever. Brendan's not realizing what else is on this video, is he? Not yet. Obviously, I won't be able to use the tuba part because that's when we got attacked and the whole shoot got busted up. After all, my band can't feature a tuba player who gets slimed with foam and trapped in his own instrument. But the rest of it, breathlessly, I fast forward. It's all okay. It's better than okay. This could be my first YouTube video to hit the big time. I scan right to the end and it's all there. Aaron and Bear raiding the chute, Kimberly running out to get Chase, and finally the big tug of war between him and Bear with the fire extinguisher. Even over the loud music you can actually hear the whack when the heavy metal casing smashes Joel in the eye. I wince a little at that. No wonder half the poor guy's face is black and blue. It had to hurt. I bet it still does. Also, and this is important, no smoke and no fire. No reason to fill the room with foam. Not that I ever took that story seriously. Still, it's nice to see hard evidence. Evidence. I'm so wrapped up in reliving it that it takes a few seconds to realize that I am looking at something monumentally important. All that craziness in the music room happened so fast that it was impossible to process it. But here's a visual record that I can watch over and over again and catch every detail. So I back up the clip to the moment Chase bursts into the scene and run it in super slow-mo. He looks shocked. If he had planned this, he has to be the greatest actor in the world. When Bear hands him the fire extinguisher, he takes it, but he just stands there holding it as if he has no idea what it is or why he has it. He never fires it or even holds it upright. It's just like he's in a daze until Bear tries to grab the thing back. Then Chase wakes up, and the struggle is on to keep it away from Bear. And when he pulls it free, it swings back and hits Joel. Pure accident. Maybe afterward he helped Aaron and Bear cover up what they did, maybe. But this video proves that Chase was trying to stop the attack and not join in. I'm practically bursting out of my skin with excitement. I want to run in 15 directions to spread the word far and wide. Who would I tell first? Chase? Mr. Leo? Mr. Fitzwallace? It's more than just about the video club. It's about justice. And don't forget Joel himself. He shouldn't be allowed to go on thinking that Chase still has it out for him. And Shoshana, she's a nice person and a great idiot. But let's face it, right now she'd burn Chase at the stake if she thought she could get away with it. She needs to know what really happened. All the idiots do. I frown. It's the weekend. None of us will be at school until Monday. That has to be done, right? This has to be done. The school can't wait. The school can wait, but the video club, they need to see this footage. It's more than just evidence. It'll be nothing less than a demonstration of the power of moving image to change hearts and minds. That's what this is. Who better than the president of the video club to make that happen? I take out my phone and compose a text to Chase, Shoshana, and Joel. And here's the text. Urgent. Come to my house at 10 a.m. tomorrow. There's something important you have to see. P.S. I'm not trying to rope you into helping with another YouTube video. After some agonized soul-searching, I send the same text to Kimberly, but add a line that says, P.S. Chase is going to be there. Okay, can't help it. I want to see her again. Sue me. Ah, that's the end of chapter 24. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? I brought that up earlier about the video camera being set up in there, but you know what? That was horrible excitement. Excitement can be good or bad. A car crash, there's excitement, but it's bad. This thing that happened in the band room with Bear and Aaron and the foam, that's excitement, but it's bad excitement. Somebody walks in, surprise, it's a surprise party. That's awesome excitement, you know. So, evidence is there. Chase was not part of this. The hitting of Joel with the canister, the fire, all the foam, the fire extinguisher, it was a pure accident. You can see everything right there. Right there in the video. I am so happy about this. Chapter 25 is Chase again, and I can't wait. We are so close. We are just so close to being finished. Let me see here. Yep, there's only 30 chapters. So we are at chapter 25 the next time. Come back, listen to see what happens. I think they're all going to be there, and I think they're all going to have Chase's back. I think because that's what friends do. I think they're all going to realize that Shoshana and Joel may always hate Chase, you know, for the past, but I think Joel is a stand-up guy, you know. I think he's going to do the right thing. I think Shoshana's going to come around. Brendan already has, and I think the other idiots and Mr. Leo too are going to help in really slamming Aaron and Bear. I think they're really going to get their medicine this time. Take care. Stay safe. Stay in if you can. Mask up when you go out. Hands away from eyes, nose, and mouth. I wish you all the best. Take care. And come back for the next chapter.